Hi there, my name's Dominic Scott and I teach IT and computer science at Richard Taunton Sixth Form College. I've been teaching for over 10 years and I've taught in secondary schools as well as here at Richard Taunton Sixth Form College. I previously worked for a large food retailer working in their software development department. Why do I love IT? I think it's because the skills that we sort of deliver and teach you are transferable to absolutely anything you intend to go on to do. Whether you intend to study at university, whether you intend to go straight into the world of work, everything you will learn with the IT course is something that you will use. So it's absolutely invaluable. IT in itself is an absolutely invaluable skill that once you've got, you're always going to have. So I've been asked to present this PowerPoint presentation and try and answer as many questions that I can think of that I usually get from an open evening. So here's just a brief overview, and before I get started, one of the main questions I always get asked is, what's the difference between IT and computer science? And the easiest way to sort of simplify that is computer science is all about making applications and programs to do certain things, whereas IT is all about choosing the right programs and applications to meet specific needs. So whether that's choosing to create a database, choosing to create desktop publishing software for posters, it's all about using the correct tools for the job. Now, here at Richard Taunton Sixth Form College, we deliver the BTEC Extended Certificate and the BTEC Diploma. And pretty much we sort of abbreviate that as single IT or double IT. And basically what that means is if you study the single IT, so the BTEC Extended Certificate, essentially at the end of 2 years, you will walk away with 1 A-level equivalent. Okay, so the BTEC Extended Certificate is worth 1 A-level. If you choose to study the diploma, the double IT, at the end of 2 years, you will walk away with 2 A-level equivalents. So in order to be a full-time student on a level 3 program, you would need to do single IT and then 2 other subjects, or double IT and 1 other subject. In terms of assessments for both of the qualifications that we deliver, essentially it's a mixture of assessment methods. There are some written exams. There's 1 written exam, and there are 2 or 3 controlled assessments depending on whether you study the single or double award. All of them will give you a brilliant sort of insight, and the qualification is really focused on delivering practical skills that you will use. Now, in terms of entry requirements, we look at 5 GCSEs at grade 4 or above, and this includes English and maths. So you don't need to have studied any sort of IT at GCSE. All we ask is that you come in with an inquiring mind, willing to learn, and have a genuine enthusiasm for all things IT. Key topics then that we'll focus on, and both the single and the double award have to sort of take part in, is information technology systems, how we use IT in the real world, and how IT is used to help us get things done. This is a 2-hour written exam, and it'll be taken in your first year in the January. One of the other topics that we'll look at is creating systems to manage change, and this is all about using technology to monitor and predict changes within a business environment. And again, it'll teach you skills on databases and how to create reports and manage information within an organization. One of the favorite units is business use of social media. And essentially, you have to create a social media campaign for a small local business. That includes creating Twitter, Facebook pages, and content in order to try and engage people to interact with you. You then have to monitor those engagements and evaluate how effectively you think your campaign has gone. Finally, one of the main core units is creating websites, and this will allow you to have a deeper understanding into how internet websites work and how to best create them. It's a really interesting unit. It's not necessarily aimed at people with any programming knowledge. It is basically there to sort of you're there to learn how to create websites using web authoring software, and we use Dreamweaver in college. And students genuinely enjoy that unit. 5 skills that you develop. Well, your communication skills. There's a lot of time to sort of discuss and debate all of these new and emerging IT technologies. And one of the skills we're focusing on is how you communicate your opinions and your views, whether that's in terms of external or internal assessments, or whether it's just a conversation in class. It is a key skill that you'll be able to transfer on to wherever you intend to go after us, whether that's university or in employment. Obviously, another key skill is research, being able to identify what's relevant and what's not, and being able to sort of formulate, analyze that research and formulate your own ideas and opinions. 2 very, very crucial skills there, and it's something that is sort of a consistent theme throughout the course. Obviously, another highly valuable skill is time management. Studying for a level 3 program, whether you're studying the single or the double in IT, you're independent learners. It isn't school. You've chosen to study this. Yeah. Hopefully you've chosen it because you want to go into a specific career, or you want to go into a specific industry to work. But you've got to want to do the course, because essentially you're going to be responsible for your time, handing in assignments correctly and when they're supposed to be, and feedback on those assignments in a timely manner. And I couldn't talk about skills developed without focusing on IT. IT is an invaluable skill, and you will be surprised at how many people struggle with basic IT technology. And obviously the course is focused entirely around developing your skills, and everything you will do over the course of 2 years, whether you're studying the single IT or the double IT, you are going to improve your knowledge and abilities 100-fold. In terms of enrichment activities, basically we do workshops with industry experts. They come in, have discussions with you, talk through current changes in technology. They'll walk you through web design and tell you what it's like in the real world. And they just try to give you a well-grounded view of the industry, whether that's web design, social media, so you can make your own choices and decisions. We take part in a number of national competitions every year to try and engage our students and sort of give them the opportunities to connect with other industries and other education establishments. We've got good connections with local universities, and we do one-day trips to Winchester or Southampton University where they take our students in for talks or activities or mock lessons or support sessions, just again to give all of you, all of our students, a well-rounded sort of education. And last but not least, every year our second year students get the opportunity to go to New York, where we'll have a look at IT in the real world. Just gives all of our students an absolutely invaluable experience that they might not necessarily get in the Big Apple. In terms of progression then, university, business, information and technology, digital technology solutions, computer games technology, creative technology such as computer animation, information technology, computing forensics, computer networks and security. As I previously stated, IT is an invaluable skill. Whether you want to specifically focus on that at university or not, the options in terms of university pathways are absolutely endless. And by studying it, you're going to open all of those doors. In terms of career options, if you really want to go into the IT industry, again, all of the skills from all of the units are all transferable, and they'll give you a well-grounded sort of grasp of software development, web development, mobile apps, game designer, programmer, IT business support analyst. The list goes on and on and on. It's an absolutely fascinating subject. It constantly evolves and changes to the world around us. And in order to give yourself that advantage, that heads up, I strongly recommend that you study at least the single or the double IT, just to give yourself those transferable skills that are so in demand right now. That brings me to the end of this presentation. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I hope to see you all soon. Thank you.